I need more God in my life. I was thinking about God yesterday, talking to God, and it's a dangerous place to get in life when you think you've arrived. When you think I've made it and things are great and I don't need any more, I don't need to learn anymore. Or have you ever gotten to a place where you've been so close to God that you're like, I'm good, nothing can touch me? You ever been there? Yeah. Those moments where you feel so close to God. I mean, you're walking with God, you and God are hand in hand. But woe to us, it's a dangerous place to be in when you think that you got it all figured out. I think it was Aristotle, Greek philosopher, wise man. He said, all I know is that I don't know. And so I say that to say is because there's never a point in my life that I think that I gotta know. I mean, I'm constantly telling myself, it's this healthy balance between I'm confident in God, but I'm also saying, God, I need you. And if I don't have you, I know I'm just that quick to doing something stupid in my life. Well, today, I want you to know that my heart is with you guys. For those of you guys who missed it last night, last night I was telling the people who were there, but I also meant it for every single person here today. And what I said was, I love you guys, and I was thinking about you guys yesterday, praying for you guys, and what I was literally thinking was that I want you guys to live the best version of your life that you could ever live. Like, I want whatever your greatest heart's desire, who you were created to be, I want to see that fulfilled in our lives more than anything else. And I believe that God has put a specific passion in your heart, a specific gift in your being, a specific identity within you that nobody else has. And as a church, as a church body, my greatest desire is to see all of us just living in the flow of God's love and grace. So my heart is with you today. And last but not least, I want you to know that I think this is the final sermon of our series, The Battle in My Mind. We've been going over the series, The Battle in My Mind, for the past 3 weeks. Today is number 4, and here's where we're at today. One of the greatest battles in my mind is that this often is my expectation, but this is really my reality. One of the greatest battles in my mind is that I have an image of what I think life should look like, and yet I'm not living what I think it looks like. One of the greatest battles in my mind is I have an idea of what I want my relationship to look like. Romantic relationship. I remember taking someone on a date, guys. Ladies, you're taking someone on a date, and you have this whole thing planned in your head of how you expect it to go. And you've made reservations, you've got the flowers, you got everything, you got the music that's just supposed to be right. And then you hang out, you pick up your date or whatever, and nothing goes according to how you thought it was supposed to. You ever been there? You ever done that? And it kind of just ruins everything. And all of a sudden, I have a battle in my mind. And one of the greatest battles in life is this. Getting to a place of, man, what are my expectations? What's the story that you are telling yourself day in and day out? Because the reality is that you and I are always having a conversation with ourselves. Every day, you are having a conversation with yourself. And if the conversation ain't right, it'll manifest itself in the way you're living. If the conversation in your head is negative, if the conversation in your head is self-defeating, if the conversation in your head is bringing you down, you will manifest that reality with the people that are around you. And you will experience life that way. And I believe more than anything else, hear me, I believe more than anything else that God wants us to have a mind that is victorious, to have a mind that is powerful, to have a mind that is creative, to have a mind that loves the unlovable, to have a mind that gives grace even when grace isn't deserved, to have a mind that says, I'm willing to forgive you even though you stabbed me in my back, not once, not twice, not 3, but 4, 5 times, to have a mind that is like the mind of God. Last week we read, Paul says, who knows the mind of God? And who has enough instruction to instruct God? Can anyone instruct God? No. Who can understand the mind of God? And you're saying, nobody can. And he goes, but you do. Because the mind of Christ is in you. That's a mic drop. It's a rhetorical question. Who can understand the mind of God? Nobody. And he goes, yeah, you do. Because you have the mind of Christ. But do you believe it? Will you access it? Will you tap into it? Will you receive it? Will you accept it? Will you hope for it? Will you pray for it? Will you want it more than anything else? How bad do you want it? So, this often happens to me. I'm telling myself my story of what I think life should look like, and the reality is it often looks like this. And one of the biggest things that I've often struggled with is, you ever ask God to just reveal himself to you? Have you? I mean, I have literally prayed and cried, my cried tears, telling God, I want to see you. Like, I want to see you like this. The way I'm thinking, I want to see you. I cried, and I want to see God. And a lot of times, have you ever just expected God to just show up in a miraculous way? And oftentimes it feels like that prayer is not answered. Maybe you've been struggling with something for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Maybe you've been asking God for something for some time, and it's just not coming the way you thought it should come. And one of my biggest struggles has been that. I'm wanting to see God, and God's not showing up. Well, I want us to turn our attention, if you're taking notes, to John chapter 1. The Gospel of John, chapter 1. We're beginning at verse 1. John chapter 1, verse 1. Here's what John says. He says, in the beginning was the what? The Word already existed. In the beginning, the Word already existed. The Word was what? With God, and the Word was God. So in the beginning, the Word already existed. Now, if you and I were Jews, a Jewish person thought back in this day, a Jewish person believed that a word had life energy inside of it. That words had the power to give life and to destroy life. That words literally had this energy force that was laying behind it. That's what a Jew would have believed. In the beginning was the Word. So when they says the Word, the Jewish mind is going, yes, words are powerful, they're creative, they hold energy, they have the power to destroy, or they have the power to create and give life. That's what a Jew would have thought. A Greek, on the other hand, would have thought, Greeks would have thought a word is reason. Words are logic. It is rational. Words do this. It creates order when there's chaos. That's what they would have believed. So why am I bringing this up? Because John understands his audience, and he's writing to people who are Jewish Christians and now are Greek Christians. And he's trying to get this theme across. And so what he's really saying was, in the beginning was the mind of God. In the beginning was the mind of God. Verse 2. He existed in the beginning with God. Everything was created by him, and nothing was created except how? Through him. The Word gave life to everything that was what? Gave life to everything that was created, and his life brought light to everyone. Verse 10. He came into the very world he created, but the world didn't recognize him. He came to his own people, and even they rejected him. Verse 14. So the Word became human, put on flesh and blood, and made his home among us. He was full of unfailing love and what? Faithfulness. So what's your point, Josh? I'm saying we expect God to come in such a miraculous way that God often shows up so ordinary that we don't accept it. He came unto his own, and his own didn't even recognize him. The religious people who claim to know God, when God shows up in the flesh, in the person of Jesus, remember our expectations, they're expecting God to come a certain way. And because God doesn't come how they want him to come, guess what they do to him? They kill him. They kill him. Question, are you killing anything in your life because you're deeming it as ordinary? Is there any relationship in your life that you're killing off? Any opportunity, any career, any job that you just deem, oh, this is just ordinary, it's not a big deal? That you actually kill the moment for you to embrace something that God is trying to show you something miraculous in your life. What do I mean? You remember when you first got married?
Yes.
Married people?
Yes.
Do you remember how exciting it was?
Yes.
Do you remember how thrilled your heart beat, the stomach, everything? You got super excited, yes or no?
Yes.
And over time, it was an extraordinary moment. It felt amazing. And over time, you allowed that extraordinary thing to turn into ordinary. I believe with all of my heart, and what God is trying to tell me, I'm saying, God, I want to see you. I'm expecting this big miraculous thing, and God comes so ordinary that we don't accept it. Because we want God to come in this miraculous, way, just rock my world, God. And God's saying, I'm showing up every day. You see that bird singing? I'm showing up with the bird singing. Did you watch the sunset today? That was me who said, sun, go down. Did you see the sunrise today? That was me who said, sun, come up. Did you see the stars in the sky? That was me who said, stars, you better shine. God is in the ordinary things. You and I have got to get to a point in our lives where we change the way we see. Because once we change the way we see, the things we see will change. Did you hear me? We've got to change the way we see so that the things that we see will change. If you treat your spouse as ordinary, you're going to have an ordinary relationship. If you treat your job like it's ordinary, you're going to have an ordinary job. If you treat your children like they're ordinary, they're going to grow up thinking they're ordinary. If you treat your life like it's ordinary and mediocre, that's exactly what you and I are going to experience. But if you get to a point and you take every moment and you say, this is extraordinary, it will change the way you and I live our lives. And I believe that Jesus didn't live an ordinary life. He was an ordinary man who lived in an extraordinary way. And I believe that every encounter that he had, he actually brought life to it. My cousin sent me a story on Instagram. And it was all he did was took a picture of a little espresso. He's drinking espresso. And I said, oh, that's the good life. The little ordinary things can make life so extraordinary. And you say, what are you talking about, Josh? I'm talking about a little cup of coffee can be extraordinary if you put your mind there. I'm talking about dinner with the family at the table can be an extraordinary moment. I'm talking every little kiss that you give to your wife can be an extraordinary moment of passion and romance and love. I'm saying that things can change if you want it to, if you practice it, if you dare try to live that way. So here's Jesus, like I said, you got to get this. Listen to me. God comes. And this is what religion has done throughout the centuries. We do it ourselves. So God comes in the person of Jesus. The religious system wants nothing to do with it because, no, that's not God. You are not showing up the way that I expected you to show up, God. And how many of us have hung out with other believers or other people who have a walk in their faith, and they don't come the way we expect them to come, and we're like, that's not God. You don't don't believe like us. That ain't God. You don't have the same doctrines as we do. That's not God. Are you hearing me? How many opportunities in life are we closing the door on? Because we're deeming it as something ordinary. And where in your life are you missing out on seeing God? Because you're saying, that's too ordinary for God to be in that. Remember, in the beginning was the Word. But in the beginning was the mind of God. And if you want to know what the mind of God is interested in, he says, I'm interested in becoming you. The mind of God, I'm interested in becoming like you. I know that's hard to imagine because here's in the beginning was the Word, and it's like this powerful creative force, and this is God. Have you ever heard this saying that says, by beholding we become what? We become changed. By beholding. Whatever we look at long enough, we become like. Whatever you love long enough, you become like what you love. By beholding we become, and if I look at something long enough, I will become what? Like it. God looked at us for a long time. Whatever we behold, we become changed. We become like. God looked at us for so long, throughout the ceaseless ages of eternity. He looked at us. He said, and I became like you. Are you following me? Amen. God put on flesh for you and for me. And he says, I'm forever like you. And not only am I going to be forever like you, I'm doing it so that you can be forever like me. It's this mutual, beautiful give and take dance where God says, by beholding, if you look at something like long enough, that's what you will become like. And God said, I looked at you so long that I decided to become just like you. But most of us cannot handle that. No. We want God to be this miraculous. God's going to come in all your glory. When God comes so ordinary in our life, we don't want it. We don't accept it. Could it be that we're living a really ordinary life because we refuse to see the extraordinary in the ordinary? Are you with me? You guys are quiet. I can hear a needle drop. All right, so here's I'm just going to give you 3 things and we're done. How many? 3. 3 things and we're done. Can someone say amen? Amen. All right. Here's the first thing. Number 1. If you want to live this ordinary, extraordinary life, this extraordinary life, you've got to do what? Let go. Let go and let go. What do you mean by that, Josh? You got to let go, let go, let go. In other words, this is how I think I look like when I wake up in the morning, but this is how I actually look. You got to let go, let go, let go of what you actually think. Some of us are so attached to our attachments. We're so attached to our way of thinking that we don't allow anything else into our life because we only think it can only be this way. Right? So some of us have had some really bad past experiences. And those bad past experiences have given us a filter by which I view life. So for example, I was cheated on, right? Now I could have said, because I was cheated on, the filter could be like, well, that's how all women are. They're all going to cheat on me and break my heart and stomp on my heart. I could have said that, but I refuse to think that way. I'm not allowing my past to determine my future, rather to dictate my future. Right? So you and I have got to get this idea that regardless of what's happened to you in your life, you've got to fight the battle in your mind. And the battle is it naturally wants to think negative thoughts. The battle is that it naturally wants to just pretend that everything's ordinary, not extraordinary. The battle is that what's warring inside of us, and we all have a different battle. But you and I have got to get to this point where it's, I gotta let go. I gotta let go. I've gotta let go. Question, what do you need to let go of in your life? In your relationship? A lot of times people don't get along because they refuse to let go of this is what I believe, and you better live, and you better think like me, and it's my way or the highway. Well, keep on thinking that way because you're going to end up alone. Nobody's going to be around you. My way or the highway. There's the highway. Go ahead. You with me?
Yeah.
So you got to do what? Let go. And what? And what?
Let go.
So literally what you're telling yourself constantly throughout the day is you're saying, what do I need to let go of in this moment, God? Because if I choose to go this way, can I go that way at the same time? It's impossible, right? The moment I choose left, I automatically cut off the opportunity to go right. You with me? So if I don't let go of negative thinking, I cannot at the same time have positive thoughts. You hear what I'm saying? So whatever is you are holding on to, you and I have to say, I've got to let go. And here's the hardest part. Even when you think right thoughts, help me. Even when you think right thoughts, you have to be willing to let go of those right thoughts because there's more to grow even in those right thoughts. Some of us get to a point where we feel like we've learned certain truths, we've learned certain things about life, and we hold on to it. And it is right, it is good. But you have to be willing to even let go of the good stuff so that you can get to the greater stuff. Are you with me? So some of us think like religion. I remember growing up thinking, well, we have the truth. And there's nothing new to learn. That is the most foolish, smallest thinking that I could have thought of. Yes, Josh, it is true right then and there. That's great. But if you're not willing to let go of that, God is saying you will not grow into what I'm trying to get you to go. Because here it is, ready? God lives outside of time. God lives in eternity. Which is why God can proclaim certain things over your life. That you're saying, no way, God, that's not me, that's not. But God goes, I'm not living in your time. I'm not bound by time. I've already met the future Josh. Because I already live in the future. But I also choose to live in the present moment with you. But you're going through your present moment. You're depressed and you're down. And you don't see how you could be anything better than what you are. But I see who you will be because I already live in the future. And all I'm doing is trying to get you to recognize who you are so that I can introduce you to this you. I want to introduce you to the person that I know that you are. The person I've already seen. The person I've already talked to. You haven't seen it yet. You haven't lived it yet. But God says, I guarantee you, I've already seen it because I've already been there. So you and I have to be willing to let go of even the good stuff so that we can move further into the journey of where God is trying to take us. Are you with me? If you're with me, you say, yeah. All right, number 2, fall in love with your life. Amen. Fall in love with your life. And here's the one thing that I'm going to say is this is how you don't fall in love with your life. You complain about everything. Complain about the husband. Complain about, what do we say? The husbandites, the wife-ites, the kidites. Remember that a couple weeks ago? Right? You complain about I guarantee you, just complain about everything. Keep on, complaining about what you don't have, what you wish you had. And I wish I had this new car and this dang, my shoes and this where I'm living. Just keep complaining, and I guarantee you, you will not be in love with your life. But if you want to fall madly in love with your life, just start thanking everything in your life. Thank you that I'm able to breathe through both of my nostrils today. This one's not full of boogers, so I can breathe through too. Thank you that I was able to take a shower today and I had warm water. Thank you that I had a car that brought me here. Thank you that I have an amazing family. Thank you, God, that I can just walk and talk. Thank you that I eat and I'm full every night. Thank you that I can go to the refrigerator and pull out some orange juice. Thank you house to get some water, heat it up, and take a bath, but I can just flip the switch and thank you that I got electricity. Thank you. When you start thanking everything, you will become invincible. And when you start every day, married people, would you just do this the first thing that you wake up? I want you to say 7 times to yourself, thank you, God, for my wife. 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 Thank you for my wife. Thank you for my wife. And wives, I want you to do the same thing. Thank you for my husband. Thank you for my husband. Thank you for my husband. Thank you for my husband who's got that fine-looking beard. Ryan. My sister loves her husband's beard. Thank God that he grows a nice beard. Amen? Serious. But what am I talking about? What will happen is you will begin to change your very reality. You and I are we're training our own minds to think a certain way. You're going, why do I think like this? You've been doing it to yourself your whole life. Who you are today is who you've created for the past X amount of years that you've been alive. You are creating you. And if there's something that you don't like, just change it. Switch it. You don't have to live there. You don't have to go there. You don't have to be with that person. You don't have to have that. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. Change it. Fall in love with your life. Because when I'm in love with my life, what it's saying to God is thank you. When I don't love my life, or what I'm telling God is, God, my life sucks, it ain't worth living. That's a slap in God's face. Because the life that God has given to you and I, God is saying, what are you doing with the life that I've given you? And are you in love with it? Now, get me, it's a process. If you're not there yet, it's okay. You and I gradually grow in grace. And we gradually come to a place where I'm now loving my life. I can tell you that I'm just beginning to love my life. That I was not always in love with my life. But God is bringing me to the future me that I haven't met yet, but that He already knows. Amen? And number 3, treat everything that is ordinary extraordinary. Treat everything that is ordinary extraordinary. What are you talking about? You guys remember a couple of weeks ago I went up to Seattle. My friend Ron Sidney invited me to speak. I spoke Friday, I spoke Saturday morning, and I did a Saturday afternoon. This guy loved on me so well. I mean, he just loved them. Because, in between, I wasn't talking the whole time, so he took me out to eat. We did, just driving in the car. The way he listened to me, the way he spoke blessings over my life, the way he just loved on me, the way he loved on me, it got me to the point where I really started to believe what he was saying about me. He treated an ordinary person, me, in an extraordinary way, and what it did was it elevated my mind, it elevated my person, it elevated my spirit, and he got me to believe in me. So, question. Do you think God is calling you to treat ordinary people in an extraordinary way? And maybe, just maybe, you can love on them so well that they'll actually begin to believe in themselves. That they will begin to look at themselves as extraordinary. That they will have a life change. What if we stopped looking at everything as ordinary and treated it as extraordinary? What if you told parents, you told your kids things, and you made them feel extraordinary to the point that they started to believe it. There's a quote that says, "The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world." George Bush became president, yes? That's what he said about his mama. The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. What are you talking about? I'm president because my mom was the one who put that in me. I am where I am today because she put that in me. She treated me in such an extraordinary way that I believed her. And I believed it to the point that I became it. Family, God is calling us to live extraordinary lives. To live in such a powerful way that even a cup of coffee with a friend can be an extraordinary moment. Why? Because if I change the way I see things, what I see will change. I finish with this, and Kiki, if you can play. Albert Einstein. You guys know Albert Einstein, yeah? He says this, "Do you believe in miracles? Well, you should. In fact, life itself is a what? It's a big miracle. There are so many things beyond our understanding, and there are only, how many ways to live? There's only 2 ways to live. Albert Einstein says, you can live as though nothing is a miracle, and the other as though everything is a miracle. You can live as if nothing's a miracle. That ain't no big deal. Or you can live as if everything were a miracle. So now I'm not complaining and worrying about, well, God, I want you to come to me in this miraculous way. No. Now I see the hand of God everywhere. Now I watch a play, I see the hand of God. I go to a concert, I see the hand of God. I'm at the dinner table with my friends and family, I see the hand of God. Everywhere I go, God's hand is everywhere. It's our job to say, God, where are your fingerprints in this situation in my life? The battle in our mind, family, is will you see life as a miracle? Will you choose to see life that way? And the way it happens is you have literally got to flip the switch and tell yourself every day, this person is a miracle. This moment is a miracle. My wife is a miracle. My children are miracles. This job is a miracle. Everything in life is a miracle. Would you pray with me?